Hey guys, Magnus Robert here, bringing you another video. Today we are going to be reviewing the brand new mini update that had just dropped today, or it dropped earlier today. It took me a little while to get around to doing it, but here it is. And that is for the update All This Jazz. So a brand new update for the Simpsons Tapped Out. This is a mini update following loosely off the Homopalooza event, and also mainly based around the episode entitled Jazzy and the Pussycats. But it's also sort of ties into the Bleeding Gums Murphy stuff as well. I personally think this update is actually really great. I think this is a great update, a really, really good update. And it's quite funny because I was a little skeptical at first, but oh boy, after seeing that bridge, I was sold. This update is pretty damn amazing. I think this is maybe one of the best mini updates, maybe one of the best this year. Now, I'm not a massive fan of the characters. I like the characters overall. They've both got voice. They're both sort of cool. But yeah, they're not like characters that I really wanted in the game. I forgot about them, to be brutally honest with you. So I think there's like an argument there, maybe that the characters aren't so strong, but obviously that's just the nature of the update. You can't do you can't do an event based on this episode and not add those two dudes. So I guess it's a bit difficult. But I think overall this update is pretty damn solid, and it did something I normally don't like, and that's making a decoration the final prize. I would normally lampoon the event for that, but I think it's such a special decoration that I'm cool with it. I think it's fine. So let's jump into the update. Actually, just before we jump in the update, there's just two things I want to quickly mention. By the way, if you look at your Van Houten house, it's changed from purple to pink, and its design was changed, and also Quimby's clothes was changed from blue to purple. Just two little mini things. I forgot to get screenshots, and I'm too lazy to go back and get them, but yeah, that's just a few little things there. But anyway, let's jump into this update. We're going to look at the prize track first, then we're going to look at the store, then probably look at the characters, then the building showcase and things like that. So let's jump into it. So starting off, here's the prize track. It is a simple mini event prize track, of course. The first prize is Groovestone Records, then you get Marbles Le Marquez, the Spotted Cat, then you get TikTok Simpson, and finally you get the Springfield Memorial Bridge. So pretty decent selection of prizes overall. Two buildings, one character, one costume, and one decoration. But it's not like a ordinary decoration. It may as well be a building. Like it's essentially a building that doesn't earn cash. I know it's a landmark technically, I guess, but I don't know. Like it's big, right? That's what I'm trying to get at. Like it's a big decoration. It's a so in that sense, it's kind of worth it. So yeah, pretty decent overall. I think the actual quest line for this update was actually fairly decent too. I really liked the quest line, especially for the premium quest line for the skinny dude. What's his name? Skinny Palmer. I liked his quest line especially. Obviously, you'll see that in the premium gameplay coming up. But yeah, overall, I thought the quest line was pretty damn good. I liked the end of it as well with Bleeding Gums Murphy. The quest line basically is Lisa trying to save the bridge. It's going to be destroyed. Yeah, and I think it was really well done. So, yeah. Obviously, there's a lot of things returning. Here's just a look at my store. Obviously, I've only got the speakers, but there's a bunch of stuff returning to the store, and also, obviously, the mystery boxes. So, yeah, pretty solid overall. Actually, I think most of it's store, right? Is there a mystery box? I'm not even sure if there's a mystery box this time. Obviously, it's the yearbook, but, yeah. But, yeah, lots of stuff added back to the store. Very, very cool. There is one thing I really wish was given to us for free, and that being Bleeding Gums Murphy and the Jazz Hole. I really think that they should have given us that for free, maybe at the end of the questline. Maybe once you've got the bridge, you can unlock Bleeding Gums Murphy, especially because there is a particular thing that you unlock with Bleeding Gums Murphy, and a particular thing that you unlock for Bleeding Gums Murphy when you unlock the bridge, that being an animation, which I want to show, because whoo, do I love this. Look at that. Awesome. I love it. There's something about this, man. I really love this animation that they gave us, and this is why I just think, just to make this update even more perfect, they could have given Bleeding Gums Murphy for free. Man, that would have been great. I think that the actual bridge itself is okay. I really wish there was a way to connect water. I'm not gonna lie, and I really wish there was a way of connecting the bridge, the roads to the bridge on the other side. But whatever, it's not a big deal. Yeah, the moon, I don't know, some people could argue about the moon, but if you put it like next to a mountain, it looks fine. But this animation, for me, it's amazing. I love this animation. Now, I was very disappointed with how they added Bleeding Gums Murphy in Homopalooza. They just kind of threw him in the store, and they didn't really, there was no big deal about it. He was just thrown into the store, and I was a bit underwhelmed. Like, this was a character I wanted in the game for so damn long. Like, everyone wanted Bleeding Gums Murphy in the game. And when he was just kind of thrown in the store, like nothing, it didn't feel special. It didn't feel like worth it. It was just weird. It was just, he was thrown there, and it's kind of like, oh, by the way, Bleeding Gums Murphy's in the store. There you go. Yeah, so this is why I really love this update. It's kind of given purpose to Bleeding Gums, right? Especially with this bridge thing. The whole bridge thing with Lisa, that whole quest line, I honestly loved it. I thought it was really well done. And this animation is just the cherry on the top. So, oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. So let's move on to characters. I still haven't gotten to characters. Okay, so characters and costumes. So, of course, we've got three new things. We've got one costume, 2 characters. Obviously, the costume is TikTok Simpson, which is obviously the kind of jazz Bart, if you want. It's a jazzy kind of Bart costume. Lots of costumes this year. I do have to say, we've been getting quite a few. It's quite weird because, like, last year we barely got any costumes. And this year, suddenly we've got loads. We have actually the worst costume list for the Simpsons Awards is coming back. I think the TikTok Simpson is probably the worst thing out of all 3. I don't think it's a terrible costume. I think it's okay. It's kind of a mediocre costume for me. It's not like nothing bad, nothing amazing. It's just kind of in the middle. And then there's 2 characters, obviously, Marbles Le Marquez and Skinny Palmer. Both pretty good. They've both got voice. I would say that Skinny Palmer is the better one. Better quest line, and he has the better animations, I would say, but it's kind of yeah, I mean, I think they're both cool. They both got unique voice, obviously. They've both got decent animations. Skinny Palmer's got the best quest line by far, but I still think Marbles is pretty decent too. Yeah, I mean, both of them, I like them both. Good, two solid characters. Obviously, nothing crazy, nothing that we've wanted in the game for so long. But certainly nothing bad, and the fact that they were doing it based on this episode, obviously the Jazzy and the Pussycat episode, you kind of expect them to add these 2. There was actually a lot of characters in that whole episode, so they could have added different ones, but these 2 were kind of a duo, I guess, so it makes sense to add both of them, and they tied in the event pretty well. So yeah, overall, thumbs up for these 2, and you know, it's a loose thumbs up for the Bart costume, but I still like it to some degree. Here's our building showcase, so loads of things there, as you can see. Now, something that was very, very weird that this is the first time they've done, I mentioned it obviously in the premium gameplay, but the whole Bourbon Street Band thing, well, actually, to unlock the Blues Vomitorium, you actually have to buy the Blues Vomitorium, and it comes with the Bourbon Street Band. So for a building, it's a building decoration combo. Now what's really weird about this is there's 150 donuts, and that's so overpriced. The building itself is not that great. I would not recommend buying it personally. And obviously it's a crowd. It comes with a crowd. But what's really weird is after you've bought the Blues Vomitorium and with the Bourbon Street Band, the Bourbon Street Band goes to the store for 20 donuts. So the fact that it's 20 donuts in store but the whole combo costs 150 kind of suggests that the building, you know, is worth 130 donuts, but it's really not. I just want to say that first because that just felt really stupidly priced. I think that's probably the worst aspect of the update for me personally. It's just that one building decoration combo. It's just so weird. Like, why couldn't they just add the building for like 60 donuts and just add the crowd separately to the store? Why combo them? It's really odd. I swear they've never done that before. But anyway, obviously there at the bottom, kind of there, the white building, as you can see, is the Groovestone Records. Then next to that, you've got the Spotted Cat. I like the kind of wood kind of paneling on that. It's really cool. Then you got K-Jazz there as well. Very cool. Maybe could have been a tad bigger, but it's okay overall. And then obviously you got the Blues Vomitorium and the Bourbon Street Band, as I've talked about. And then finally the Springfield Memorial Bridge, but you already saw a closer up thing of that. So overall, very, very cool. Lots of buildings. I like that we've got 4 new buildings. Very awesome. I think buildings have definitely been a problem in the past, but that New Orleans episode where the Blues Vomitorium comes from, that is jam-packed with buildings. So I would have been surprised if they didn't give us more. If they gave us like only 3 or gave us only 2, I would have been a bit annoyed. But I think they gave us a fair amount. I don't expect them to add any more to the prize track. They've given us, a costume, a character, 2 buildings, and a decoration. I don't expect 3 buildings, although that would be awesome. But yeah, so anyway, that's it. Let's move on to the kind of unlock screen, and we'll just gather our thoughts, and I'll kind of give my overall opinions on this update. Okay, so overall, it's great. It's a great update. It's not flawless. There are problems in there. Obviously, there's a few things I'm not a big fan of. I really wanted them to add. I think it would have been better if they gave us bleeding gums for free. Just even if it was just right at the end of the update, you unlocked him for free. Just don't have him in store. Just basically, maybe even make it a surprise, right? Make it so like he's not in store. Maybe people are like, "What the hell? Bleeding Gums is not in store. Like I wanted him as a character." And then they play the event, and boom, they unlock him. They unlock the Jazz Hole and Bleeding Gums Murphy. I don't know. That would have been cool, right? I think that would have been awesome. As a nice little kind of thank you. And also, like I said, the way that he was added in Homopalooza, I wasn't that great with it, right? I think it was just random. It didn't feel, there was no care in him being added, right? So it would have kind of been almost like a retcon to that. And I still think this update is in a lot of ways, and that's why I like this update a lot. But I just think it would have been better if we actually got him for free, or if players who haven't got him for free. The second, I guess, issue I have is the Blues Vomitorium with the Bourbon Street Band thing. That's just overpriced. It's more of a pricing issue more than anything. I mean, I'm cool with them doing combos. That's fine. But, like, it just felt really weird. Because at first I was like, wait, are they a character? I thought they were a character at first. And maybe, like, the wiki messed up and put them as, yeah, I don't know. I was really weirded out by that. But, yeah, apart from that, everything's pretty decent. I mean, some stuff is obviously better than others, but apart from that, I think everything's great. I mean, maybe one tiny little nitpick would be I want water to connect with the bridge, but again, not a big deal. But yeah, overall, great update. I liked it a lot. I actually had low expectations for this update when I looked at it first. I was like, it looks okay, I guess. And then I came into it and I fell in love with this update. I think the questline really kind of tied it all together really nicely and made this update amazing to me. So yeah, it definitely gets my seal of approval. I think it's a really great update. I'm trying to think what other updates we had, right? But I don't know if I'd go as far as to say this is like the best update. I guess I'd have to look. I'm going to pull up my list and we'll see. I want to kind of briefly just compare it to other mini events we had this year. So, because I know obviously Spring King, for example, Spring King was saying that it didn't look great. I don't know if he's changed his mind as of the update coming out, but obviously the mini updates we got was Holidays of Future Past. I would say this is better than that. No Books Given, I would say this is better than that. Pride 2020, I would say this is better than that. Summer Games 2020, do you know what? This update is better than that too. There you go. It is the best mini update of the year. By far. As much as I love Mrs. Brockman, yeah, I'm gonna go with this. Screw you, screw everyone. I'm doing it. So anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Tell me your thoughts on this mini update, and I shall see you in the next one. As always, goodbye.